Hello dear students, welcome back to the maths class. In today's class we are going to learn how to multiply a fraction by another fraction. How to multiply a fraction by another fraction. So to multiply a fraction to another fraction, what we do, we need to follow simple two steps. Step 1 is multiply the denominator and numerator and denominator respectively of both the fractions, and then simplify it to its lowest form. Okay, so let us understand how to do it. So open page number 69, open book page number 69, exercise 4.5. Exercise 4.5, book page number 69. Question number 1. Simplify the following. Question 1. Simplify the following. Right? A. 9 upon 11 multiplied by 0. It is your given question. One is fraction and one is a whole number, right? One is a fraction, another number is a whole number. So first of all, make it a fraction. 9 upon 11 is a fraction and 0 is a whole number. And here you need to perform multiplication operation, right? As multiplication symbol is given. Okay. So to solve this or to multiply two fractions, first of all we need to make it fraction. So as I told you that every number has 1 as its denominator, every number has 1 as its denominator. So here 9 upon 11 is a fraction multiplied by 0 is a whole number, but we can write 0 upon 1 to make it as a fraction. We can make this 0, this whole number, as a fraction, as we write 1 in denominator. Okay. So now we have two fractions, that is 9 upon 11 and other fraction is 0 upon 1, and we want to multiply two fractions. Our task is to multiply these two fractions. So how to multiply? So we remember, follow two simple steps. Step 1 is multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. Means 9 will get multiplied with 0. 9 is numerator and here 0 is numerator. So numerator will get multiplied with numerator. Then upon denominator will get multiplied with denominator. So here 11 is denominator multiplied 1. Okay, so this is how we multiply two fractions. How we multiply two fractions? We multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. Now 9 into 0, any number multiplied with 0 gives you 0 as result, upon 11 into 1 is 11, right? Now remember two things. Any fraction multiplied by 0 gives you 0 as result, or I can say that any number divided by 0 divided by any number gives 0 as result. We have discussed the property of division, right? When we have studied the division exercises, in that I told you the properties of division, and it was one of the property of division that 0 divided by any number gives 0 as result. So here 0 upon 11 or 0 divided by 11 will give you 0 as result. Okay. Now let us solve part B. One number is 9 multiplied by 5 upon 6. So here 9 is a whole number and 5 upon 6 is a fractional number. As 9 is a whole number and we can write it like 9 upon 1. 9 upon 1 we can write 9 in fractional form, right? So if I write 1 in denominator, it becomes fractional form. So 9 upon 1 multiplied by 5 upon 6. Now observe here two fractions. We have two fractions, right? First fraction is 9 upon 1 and other fraction is 5 upon 6. We want to multiply two fractions. So there are two simple steps. Step 1 is multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. So 9 will get multiplied with 5 upon this 1 will get multiplied with 6. 1 and 2, 6. Now solve it. 9 into 5. 9 5s are 45 upon 1 into 6 is 6. Now your answer is 45 upon 6. If it is as one number is odd and other one is even, is this number is divisible by any number? Yes, it is divisible by number 3. So we can reduce this 45 and 6 to lowest form. 15 upon 2. So final answer is 15 upon 2. Now let us do the next one. That is part C. In part C, one fraction is 4 upon 5 multiplied by 1. 4 upon 5 multiplied by 1. You know that any number, any fraction multiplied by 1 will give you the same number as result. Okay? If you multiply 10 with 1, what is your result? 10 into 1 gives you 10 as result. 2 into 1, 2 ones are 2. 11 into 1, 11 ones are 11, right? So 4 upon 5 multiplied by 1 will give you 4 upon 5 as result, right? So directly you can write 4 upon 5 as answer, or you can 1 is a whole number. First convert this into fractional form. So to convert in fractional form, what I do? I write 1 in denominator of 1. Okay. Now, how we multiply two fractions? Now we have two fractions to multiply. How we multiply? We multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. So 4 will get multiplied with this one. 4 into 1 upon 5 will get multiplied with this one. 5 into 1. 4 ones are 4 upon 5 ones are 5. So again 4 upon 5 is our result. Now part D, in which 8 upon 9 multiplied by 3 upon 4. 8 upon 9 multiplied by 3 upon 4. Two fractions are given. Solve it. What is the step to solve? 8 upon 9 multiplied by 3 upon 4. What is the step to solve? To multiply two fractions, you will multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. So 8 will multiplied by 3 upon 9 will get multiplied by 4. 8 into 3 gives you 8 3s are 24 upon 9 4s are 36. Now 24 upon 36 can be reduced to its lowest form. It can be reduced to its lowest form. If I divide both the numbers by 6, my result will be 4 upon 6. That is 2 upon 3. 2 upon 3 is its reduced form. When you reduce it to lowest form, your result will be 2 upon 3. I hope you understand now how to multiply two fractions. It is very easy. How we multiply two fractions? Numerator will get multiplied with numerator and denominator will get multiplied with denominator. Then how you will multiply fractions? How you will multiply two mixed fraction? That is in question number E, two mixed fractions are given. One is 1:2/5 multiplied by 3:1/3. Here this is a mixed fraction, the other fraction is also a mixed fraction. Two mixed fractions we need to multiply. So first of all we will convert these mixed fractions into improper fraction. First of all we will convert these mixed fraction into improper fraction. So first mixed fraction is 1:2/5. Let us convert it. How we convert it? We write denominator as it is, and in numerator part what we do? We multiply whole number with denominator. So whole number is 1 and denominator is 5. Then plus numerator. So here numerator is 2. So write 2. Now solve this. 1 into 5 gives you 6 plus 2/5. 6 plus 2 is 8/5. So 1:2/5 means 8/5. Okay. Now next number is 3:1/3. Right? Let us convert it into improper fraction. How we convert it? What we do to convert? We write denominator as it is. Here denominator of the fraction is 3. So we write 3. Okay. Now in numerator part what we do? We multiply whole number with denominator. Whole number is 3. Multiply with denominator 3. Then plus numerator. So plus numerator is 1. Write 1. Now solve this. 3 into 3 is 9 plus 1/3. 9 plus 1 gives you 10/3. So when we convert this mixed fraction, we got 10/3 as result. Therefore 1:2/5 multiplied by 3:1/3 is equals to, now we can write 8/5 at the place of 1:2/5. So at the place of this I can write 8/5 multiplied by, I can write 10/3 at the place of 3/3. Right? Now I have two fractions and our task is to multiply them. Okay. So how we multiply two fractions? How we multiply? We multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. So 8 multiplied by 10/5 multiplied by 3. Now 8 into 10 gives us 80/5 into 3 gives us 15. Okay. Now 18/15 can be reduced to its lowest form. It can be reduced to its lowest form. And when I reduce it to its lowest form, our result is 14/3. 14/3 is our result. Okay. Now let us solve one more question, that is G. Question number G. If mixed fractions are given, then first of all we will convert them in improper fraction, then we will multiply. Okay. Question number G is 3/11 multiplied by 22/25. Okay. We have two fractions. We want to apply multiplication operation over them. So 3/11 multiplied by 22/25. Step 3 into 22. Numerator will get multiplied with numerator and denominator will get multiplied with denominator. So 11 multiply with 25. Now multiply 3 with 22. When we multiply 3 with 22, our result is 66 upon. When we multiply 11 with 25, our result is 275. Now, can we reduce the 66 upon 275 to its lowest form? Yes, we can reduce. And when we reduce it, our result is, when we reduce this, our result is 6 upon 25. 6 upon 25 is our result. Okay? I hope the remaining questions you can do it now. If mixed fractions are given, then first convert them into improper, then multiply. Okay? Now, question number 2. Question number 2. Solve the following. Solve the following. Part A, 2:1 upon 3. 2:1 upon 3 of 2:1 upon 3 of 4:1 by 5. It is your given question, right? 2:1 upon 3 of 4:1 upon 5 is your given question. Okay? Now there is no operator in the question. No plus sign, no minus sign, no multiply sign, no divide sign. Then what you will do here? What operation you will apply here? So we remember in mathematics, if of is written, it means multiplication. Of means multiplication operation you need to apply. Of means multiplication operation. So it means 2:1 upon 3 multiply with 4:1 upon 5. This of is simply means multiplication in mathematics. Okay? Now 2:1 upon 3 and 4:1 upon 5 both are mixed fraction. So first of all we will convert them into improper fraction. So our first fraction is 2:1 upon 3. Let us convert it into improper fraction. We will write denominator in denominator. In numerator part we will multiply whole number with denominator plus numerator. Now solve the numerator part. 2 into 3 is 6 plus 1 upon 3 equals to 6 plus 1 gives us 7 upon 3. Now next mixed fraction is 4:1 upon 5. 4:1 upon 5. Now solve it. We will write denominator in denominator part. In numerator part, what we do? We multiply whole number. So 4 is whole number with denominator plus numerator. Now solve it. 4 5s are 20. 20 plus 1 upon 5. 21 upon 5 is our improper fraction. Okay? Now we have done one task. We have converted mixed fractions into improper fraction. Therefore 2:1 upon 3 multiplied with 4:1 upon 5 is equals to. Now we can write 7 upon 3 at the place of 2:1 upon 3. We can write 7 upon 3. Why? Because this is equals to this. Okay? Then multiply symbol. 4:1 upon 5. We can write 21 upon 5 at the place of 4:1 upon 5. Right? Now I am writing the next steps here. Now we have two fractions. We want to multiply them. So how we multiply fractions? We multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. So 7 multiplied with 21 upon 3 multiplied with 5. Now first of all multiply. 7 into 21 is 147 upon 3 into 15 is 3 into 5 gives us 50. Now 147 upon 15 can be reduced to its lowest form. Okay, we got our answer. This is correct, but we can reduce it to its lowest form. How we reduce the fraction in its lowest form? We take LCM of numerator and denominator and then divide by HCF. Okay. So what is our answer? When we reduce it to its lowest form, our answer is 49 upon 5. 49 upon 5 is our final answer. Now let us do the next one, that is B. Question number B. In question number B, given is 1 upon 3 of 4 is to 1 by 2. 4 is to 1 by 2. It is given. Now 1 upon 3 is a normal fraction, okay? So we do not need to convert it. But here 4 is to 1 upon 2 is a mixed fraction. So first of all we need to convert it into improper fraction, okay? And before that, here of is written. Of means which symbol? Addition, subtraction, multiplication or division. Which symbol? Of means multiplication. 4 is to 1 upon 2. Now 4 is to 1 upon 2. First of all convert it. When we convert it, 4 into 2 plus 1 upon 2 equals to 4 into 2 is 8 plus 1 upon 2 is equals to 8 plus 1 give us 9 upon 2. So when we convert this into improper fraction, we get 9 by 2. Therefore 1 upon 3 into 4 is to 1 by 2 is equals to 1 upon 3. Multiply as it is, we will copy down and we can write 9 by 2 at the place of 4 is to 1 by 2. Why? Because these are equal. Now we have two fractions to multiply. What is the step? How we multiply? We multiply numerator with numerator and denominator will multiply with denominator. So 1 into 9 upon 3 into 2. Now solve the next step here. 1 into 9 is 1 9s are 9 upon 3 into 6 is 3 into 2 is 6. Now we can reduce it to its lowest form. 9 upon 6 is 3 by 2. 3 by 2 is our result. Now let us do question number C. Let us do question number C, in which given fractions are 1 upon 8 of 3 is to 1 by 5. Just give me few seconds. In question number C, given fractions are, one is a fraction, normal fraction, and another one is a mixed fraction, right? 1 upon 8 of 3 is to 1 by 5. Now 1 upon 8 of means multiply, 3 is to 1 upon 5. Now 3 is to 1 upon 5 is a mixed fraction. So first of all we will convert it into improper fraction. 3 will get multiplied with 5 plus 1 is equals to 3 into 5 gives us 15 plus 1 upon 5. 15 plus 1 means 16 upon 5. Therefore 1 upon 8 multiplied with 3 is to 1 upon 5 is equals to 1 upon 8 multiplied by 16 upon 5. We write 16 upon 5 at the place of 3 is to 1 upon 5. Why? Because both are equal. Now we need to multiply two fractions, and how we multiply fractions? Numerator with numerator. Numerator multiply with numerator, and denominator will get multiplied with denominator. So 1 into 16 gives us 16 upon 8 into 5 give us 40. Now convert it. So when we reduce it to its lowest form, we get 2 upon 5 as result. I hope now you know how to solve this, how to multiply the fractions. Question number D and E for your homework. Now let us do word problems. There are total 10 word problems, okay? So I am not going to solve all word problems for you. I will just solve total 8 word problems are given in your book, okay? From question number 3 to question number 10, 8 word problems are given in your book. So I am going to solve 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Out of it, I will solve 5 word problems, and remaining 3 will be your homework, okay? I will solve 5 word problems, and 3 word problems you need to solve by yourself. So let us solve the word problems now. Read word problem number 3. Question number 3. The distance between Alka's house and her school is 24 km. She walks 1/6 of the distance. She walks 1/6 of the distance and then goes by car with her friend. How much distance does she walk every day? Question number 3. Solution. Distance between house, Alka's house and school is equals to 24 km. This is the total distance. Distance between house, Alka's house and school is 24 km, right? And she walks 1. She walks 1/6 of the distance. 1/6 of the distance. She walks. How much she walks? She walks 1/6 of the distance, right? So equals to 1 upon 6 means 1 upon 6. Of means multiply, and the distance is given. How much distance given? 24 km. So write 24 km. Okay, what we have done one more time. Distance is given in the book. Distance between house and school is given, right? They are asking that how much she walks. So she walks 1/6 of the distance. So what we done? We have written the same line. 1/6 of the distance. Now 1 upon 6 we will write as it is. Of means multiply, and the distance we know. The distance is 24 km. That's why the distance, at the place of the distance I write 24 km. Okay. Now 1 upon 6 multiply with 24. So 1 upon 6 is a fraction. 24 is a whole number. We can write 24 upon 1. Okay. It is also correct. Kilometer. Now two fractions are there. We want to multiply them. So what we will do, numerator will multiply with numerator, 1 into 24 upon denominator will get multiplied with denominator, so 6 into 1. Now 1 into 24 is 24 upon 6. Now when we reduce this to its lowest form, we will get 4 as answer. So she walks 4 kilometers every day. 4 is our answer, or 4 upon 1 is our answer. So we conclude that she walks 4 kilometers every day. I hope it is clear to you. She walks 4 kilometers. Now question number 4. Saeed ate 2/3 of cake weighing 330 grams. How many grams of cake did Saeed eat? Question number 4. Question number 4. Saeed ate 2/3 of the cake. So cake weighing the weight of cake is 330 grams. The weight of cake is 330 grams. It is already given in the word problem, right? And they say that Saeed ate. How much Saeed ate? Two-third of cake. Two-third of cake weighing. Right? This much Saeed ate. So now we will write like 2 upon 3. Of means multiply, and cake weighing is 330 grams. 330 grams, right? Now 330 is a whole number, so we can write 330 upon 1 to make it fraction. Okay, gram. You already know that now. We can write 1 in any whole in the denominator of any whole number. It is correct. Okay. Now we are multiplying two fractions, so numerator will get multiplied with numerator. 2 multiply with 3, 0 upon 3 will multiply with 1 gram. Now when we multiply both this, our result is 660. 3 into 1 is 3 gram. Now solve it. So when we reduce it to its lowest form, or when we divide 660 by 3, our answer is 220 gram. So how much Saeed ate? How many grams of cake Saeed ate? Saeed ate 220 grams of cake. Now question number 5. Question number 5. 1 upon 3 kg of flour and 2 upon 3 kg of sugar are needed to bake a cake, right? How much flour and sugar are needed to make 48 such cakes? So here they have given us the data for one thing and asking for more things. So in such case what we do? We multiply, right? Earlier I also told you they have given us the data for making one cake and asking for if they make 48 such more cakes, then we need to multiply to get our answer. So let us do it. Question number 5. 1 upon 3 kg of flour flour needed to make 1 cake is 1/3 kg, right? Flour needed to make 1 cake is equals to 1/3 kg flour we need to make 1 cake. Okay, therefore flour needed to make 48 cakes will be equals to 1/3 kg multiplied with 48, right? Given for 1 cake and they are asking for 48 cakes. So when we find out, we will multiply, right? 1/3 is a fraction but 48 is a whole number. So we can write 48 as 48/1, right? 48/1, we can write it like this. Now numerator will get multiplied with numerator, so 1 into 48 upon 3 will get multiplied with 1. So 3 into 1. Now 1 into 48 means 48 upon 3 into 1 is 3. Now when we reduce this to its lowest form, our result is 16 kg. Okay, 16 kg. So how much flour is needed to make 48 cake? 16 kg flour is needed to make 48 cakes. But they have asked us 2 questions. In a single question they have asked 2 things. We need to tell them the amount of sugar also. Okay, so it is for the flour. Now it was for flour. Now I am completing my question. And sugar needed to make 1 cake is 2/3 kg. Sugar needed to make 1 cake is 2/3 kg. Therefore sugar needed to make 48 cakes. Sugar needed to make 1 cake is 2/3 kg and sugar needed to make 48 cakes is 2/3 into 48. Now here 48 is a whole number. There is nothing in the denominator, which simply means 2/3 multiplied with 48/1. We can write it like this. Now we will multiply numerator with numerator. So 2 multiply 48 upon denominator multiply with denominator. So 3 into 1. Now multiply this 2 into 48 means 96 upon 3 into 1 means 3. Now when we solve it, when we reduce it to its lowest form, our result is 32 kg. So therefore we conclude our answer that 16 kg of flour is needed to make 48 cakes and 32 kg of sugar is needed to make 48 cakes. So this question is covered here. Now question number 6 is your homework. Question number 7. Move to question number 7. Question number 7. A book contains 312 pages. A book contains 312 pages. 1/6 of the book have pictures. So how many pages do not have pictures? A book contains, right? So how many pages in book? 312, right? Total pages are 312. Pages have pictures. pictures. Pages have pictures is equals to 1/6 of the 1/6 of the book pages. 1/6. So 1/6 of means multiply the book pages. So pages in book are, or book pages is 312 pages, right? Now solve it. So 1/6 multiplied by 312/1. Numerator will get multiplied with numerator and denominator will get multiplied with denominator. So 312/6. Now when we solve it, our answer is 52. So 52 pages have pictures. 52 pages have pictures in the book. Okay, but what they asked us, how many pages do not have pictures in? How many pages do not have pictures in the book, right? It will be our last question. Let me cover it. 52 pages have picture. Remaining part I am solving here, okay? Pages have pictures. So 52 pages have pictures. Therefore, pages do not have picture is equals to total pages minus pages have picture, right? So total pages are 312 minus pages have picture. How many pages have picture? 52. Now subtract both this number. 2 minus 2 gives us 0. 11 minus 5 gives us 6 and 2 is left. So 260 pages do not have pictures in the book, right? 260 pages do not have pictures in the book. This question is done here. Now one more question I will complete of this exercise in the next lecture. Till then, cover all these things. Question number 6, 8 and 10 is your homework. Question number 8, 6 and 10 is your homework. One question is left which we will cover in the next lecture. I hope you understand how to multiply two fractions. To multiply two fractions, we multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. Then we reduce the fraction to its lowest form. Okay.